Okay, hello everyone. Thanks for joining our free online lesson. And today's topic, basically, we are going to cover on one interesting topic on how to create a factory layout using Autodesk Inventor. Okay, so for those that have Autodesk Inventor, you are able to use this method to create a factory setup. Means you want to do arrangement for your factory, then you can use Autodesk Inventor to do it. So these topics we are able to do the factory arrangement, including to arrange our machines, our conveyor, and some more stuff, which already pre-installed and already have the 3D model in our Autodesk Inventor. So let's go straight away to our Autodesk Inventor. But before that, I would like to thanks for those that joined from our Zoom live. So Arina, CCW, Kamarul, Zam, and Siddiq. Okay, so thanks for joining here. And for those that joined from our YouTube live, also thank you. Don't forget to share the video. Right, so let's go straight away to here. So first thing first, before we start, okay, to access factory design utilities, so you need to install what we call factory first. So if you're not sure how to install, you can go to Autodesk portal, just type in manage.autodesk.com. Okay, and then just sign in into your account. So in case you have product design manufacturing collection, so I believe that you will have access on that. So what you can do, you can just go to this all product and services, look for factory design. Okay, so some cases or new version, it called Inventor Factory Design. So you can scroll to the bottom side until you see this one. Okay, make sure that you install the same version like your current Inventor. So in my case, right now I'm still using 2023 Inventor. So then I just install factory. So once I have the factory installed, so what you can see after I install this thing, so in my Inventor, you will see this factory tab. In case still don't have, then I will recommend you to reinstall back this factory design. Okay, to start on factory project, so you just need to go to this new button. So on your template, ENUS normally that we will use. So normally we will choose this matrix. Okay, but for this factory design, bit difference, we need to choose this factory folder. They will have two options. The first one is factory inch, which is factory layout inch. If you are required to create layout in inch unit, use this one, and mm. Okay, but this one is nothing much issue. Later you can just change the unit. So when you click here and hit create, it will brings you to one interface, which is very simplified interface that have a floor. Okay, that have the grids here. Okay, for factory design utilities, the first thing that very important, you need to know on this button. Okay, on the factory tab, the first one, you will see that this tools panel. Okay, in this palette, they will have a access browser, which is this one, Normally it will floating. Okay, which is this one. The second one will be layout browser. Okay, so this one, if you deal with 2D, okay, for example, you are creating your 2D drafting using AutoCAD architecture or AutoCAD mechanical, then you can just directly link between 2D and 3D. Okay, and then the third one, which is a factory properties. This one normally, if you require to change the size for your component later, so you will use this one. So that will be basic 3 button, and this one is only for preview. Okay, let's straight away go on how to do setup first. So the first thing I want to do setup for this floor. So in case I want to change the size, I want to do adjustment. So just go to this layout. They will have one button to resize floor. So for this case, if I want to change the size of my floor, so go click here, then you will see the grid later. So in this case, if I want to add some value more, so what can I do? I can just click and drag, or can key in the value, follow whatever that you want to insert, 35000, enter. So then it will already updated. So red is x-axis, while for the green is for y-axis, x and y. Okay, so this will be the proper coordinate. Okay, normally when we do a layout, we need to have the proper coordinate. So let's insert some 2D drawing. Okay, easy for us to do arrangement. Okay, to insert a new drawing, the first step that we need to have, we need to use this button, add DWG underlay. So look for whatever file that you plan to insert. For this case, I just want to insert this model. Okay, this drafting. Okay, so this one is really depends on your drawing cleanness. If your drawing have a lot of things, then you need to do some purge using your AutoCAD. Okay, this one is normally using 2D, for example, for those that already done the 2D, okay, using a normal method, and then they want to create a 3D factory layout. Okay, so in this case, I already create some information, so easy for me to insert. Okay, by using Acad browser, I can look for whatever item that I require. So for example, I want to look for first item, which is using the conveyor. So what can I look for the conveyor? So just go to here. So on system asset folder, okay, click expand and then look for conveyor. So this case, I want to choose the roller conveyor. So since this one is a straight roller conveyor, then I choose the roller conveyor. So now I just need to use this straight roller conveyor. So just straight away click and drag. So there will have some problem that some cases you cannot snap the point. Okay, but for my case, easily can snap. Okay, if you cannot snap the point, so what you can do, go to this snap type. So make sure that you already tick on this snap to floor, snap to connector, and some cases we need to tick on this snap to sketch. Okay, so then what will happen? It will easily snap to this point. So I just click and click right click, hit done first. So this will be my first conveyor. Before I insert the second one, I highly recommended to change the properties first. So to change the properties, make sure that you turn on this factory properties. When you click on the object, the 3D model, so you can just directly change the length, the height, and also the width. So in this case, I'm not really sure on the width. So what can I do? I can easily use measure 1, 2. So the width is 450. Okay, then I just can easily change this value 450, hit enter. Okay, it will automatically update my model. Okay, so for this case, the model are changed, the location is not correct, and then we need to move it. So we can use this button, which is reposition, to move the object or to rotate the object. So I just need to click on this button, okay, and then just click on this line. Make sure that you click on the proper one because they will have two options. The first one is a rotate, the second one is to move. So then I can just easily move to here. Basically, we can use the move command. Okay, to here. So that's how we done for the first one. So what happened when I try to insert the second conveyor? So when I try to insert the second conveyor, it will become something like this. Okay, they will have option. Okay, when you try to connect between these 2 points, that one is the connector for the first conveyor to second conveyor. If I try to connect between the first conveyor and second conveyor, as long as you see the yellow line, it will connect together. Okay, for example, here, I just need to click. Okay, so for example, I just can easily go to here and click. Okay, hold on, misclick. This one just need to right click again and delete, go to here and make sure that I click on the proper one. Click. Okay, so as you can see, my conveyor already automatically updated the size. It will follow the existing one. So that's how it works. Okay, the third one, if I require to have the shorter one, then what can I do? I just can directly insert again. Go insert here again. Okay, and then just go again to the factory properties. Make sure that you know the length. Okay, but in this case, I just want to use the additional method, which is using this pick 2 point. Okay, using this, for example, for this length, I want to change by using pick 2 point. The first point will be here, and then the second point will be up to here, for example. Already updated? Not yet. So first point will be from here. Second point will be up to snap the point. So I repeat again. So if you facing issue, then you can use measure again. So that's how it works. Okay, so I would like to create something here. So what can I do? This one I prefer to insert for new tab. So I just need to insert the new one to here again. Okay, in this case, I try to ignore the width and I plan to insert the radial one. Okay, so what can I do? Just look for curve conveyor. Okay, curve conveyor. So I can just click and then just directly insert here. So what happens if you deal with something like this? Then you can just move to another one. So just click, right click, and done. So some of your object will be not easily find in your asset browser. Okay, for example, when I go to here, I see that they will have palette box stack.ipt. Okay, normally for the asset browser will become as ipt paths. So if I want to use this palette box stack, so what can I use? I can just easily search here. PALLET box. Okay, and then press enter. So they will have a few lists. Okay, for example, I want to choose this one. So these symbols means I already download into my PC. Okay, for example, if something that I already download, what can I do? I can just drag, click and drag to here. Okay, so in this case, just try to insert here. And then if I plan to rotate it, so just use the reposition again. So click, use the proper view. Okay, click, and then click on this reposition. Click on the top one for the blue color, and I can easily rotate and easily move it. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, for those that don't have, okay, for example, here, palette with box. So if I want to use, I try to drag, they will have some pop-up come out. Do you want to download them now? If you think that you really need it, then just click download. Okay, or maybe you can just right click and can download asset. So you just need to wait for a while. Okay, as long as your internet is okay, so then you can just click and drag. Put here. Hit OK. Okay, so that's how the box done. So in case you want to deal with a few items, for example, for robot, Okay, so normally for a robot, they will have their, okay, for example, I choose ABB1. Okay, so their positioner and their robots. So for their positioner, for example, I want to choose this model. Let me check. No, I just want to use KUKA robot, KR something, and then this will be my robot. So just download first and then try to insert. Okay, so for robot, normally we need to insert, we need to put at some item. Okay, the item that normally we use, we call it as a riser. Okay, you can just scroll to the bottom for the robot tab. They will have one button, we call it as a robot riser. Okay, so for example here, I want to insert some robot here. Okay, one robot here. So I want to insert the riser first before I want to before we put a robot. So for the riser, just look here, click, download, and then drag. Later I will insert the robot together. Okay, is that done? This one done, and then this one also. Oh, still downloading. Okay, all right, so done, and then I just click and insert to here. So this will be my riser. Okay, so after I done, since the riser have the connector, okay, so since this object have the connector, so when you try to insert the robot, what happened? They will have connector to the robot. Okay, for example here, I just want to insert to here first. Oh, this one already built in with the connector, the riser. So I need to use another model. Okay, so I need to use another type of model. Okay, so for example, I want to insert this kind of robot again without riser. Any model without riser. Okay, so just look for something without riser and download and try to insert, because this object already have the connector here. So what if I have one object which is a custom object? Okay, and then I want to create an asset. So for example, I have a 3D model, something like this. Okay, so I would like to open my file first. So this will be my file. Okay. Okay, this will be my 3D parts. Okay, and then this model, I want to make sure that this model able to insert on my factory. So what should I do? So from here, when you create or when you open the .iam file, so you can go to this factory tab. Okay, this factory tab able to create, to transfer, to convert your IAM to become an asset. So just click on this factory tab, click on this create asset. Okay, and just directly create model as assembly. Okay, this one if you plan to create from zero. What if I already done with model, or you already download, or the supplier already give you the model? So just open the file, click on this convert to asset. So when you click convert to asset, you need to specify all these things. The first one, you need to specify the floor. Okay, so in this case, I want to choose my own floor. So just click choose this one. This will be my floor. Okay, and then change the direction. So whatever item that I require, I can just directly select everything. Okay, and then can change the asset name together. So after I done with all these things, normally it will save into the user asset tab. Okay, and then without change a lot of things, I just click on this convert button. Okay, it will try to convert one by one, or it will, if this one is assembly, or normally we will do the sync wrap first. Okay, we try to simplify all the assembly, become one model, and then we just change, we just convert it to the asset. Okay, after you done this step, so what happened on your asset browser later for the factory, you will see that they will have one button for user asset folder. Okay, you just need to look for that file, and then you will see all this part inside it. Okay, so hold on for a second. Okay, 2 more. Already done 4. Okay, so after I done, let's straight away go back to my assembly. Okay, we try to look for this item. All right, almost done. Okay, okay, completed. So after done, now this one already become as an asset. Okay, it will try to insert into your folder. So let's try to insert it manually. So go back to my assembly, even though this one is in different drawing. So I will like to go to this factory asset. Okay, just try to minimize this one. Look for this user asset. So they will have a lot of items that I already converted. Okay, for example, the item that I already done one by one part become something like this, the IAM. So normally we will convert into the simple one, which is sink wrap first, before we convert as asset. Okay, so this will be the result if you convert one item, and then it will look something like this. So this one is a sample one that already done before. Okay, so you can insert this item, and then you can also insert, for example, you want to insert the jig up here, and then you want to insert or any calibrator or your items, your tools here, then can be inserted here. Okay, just drag and drop. So certain cases you want to insert a human, okay, to run the machine. So what you can use, you can look for general. Okay, so human, man or woman, or you want to use this one, human posture. Okay, so I would like to choose this one, holding. Okay, so I will like to insert this human to here and can rotate if required. Okay, so if I want to rotate here, right click, done. Okay, so that's how work with all this button. So what can I say, that this factory design is more to pick and place. Pick and place after you've done your 2D drafting. Make sure that 2D drafting is in a correct size. You just need to pick and place. Certain object, you need to convert it into asset. You need to make it your 3D model, or you need to ask your supplier to give the 3D model, just directly convert to asset, and then just pick and place again. So that's how we use this factory asset. Normally, factory asset, they will have more button, more good features here. So the next one, which is this one, a process model to run, to simulate your process, is that in a good way or not. Second one, you can just open in Navisworks to check any clashes. So that will be another benefit if you use this factory modeling. Okay, you are not recommended to create your factory using AutoCAD 3D, because all these items, they will need to be counted in a BOM. So that's why we need to use this Inventor, okay, instead of AutoCAD. So a lot of more things that you can use. Okay, in case you are dealing with internet, the proper internet, you also can use this one, which is a cloud asset. So this one I already upload in a cloud, which is using my user cloud also. Okay, so this one is very easy if I'm not using the same PC. Okay, so for this user asset, only save locally in my current PC. Okay, but if I plan to save it in cloud, later I want to change PC but access the same file, so then I can save into the cloud asset. Okay, so this will be few items that are already saved, then you can just drag and drop also. Okay, so how to save? Just create asset again, make sure that you choose a proper folder, which is cloud asset folder. So this will be the things that we able to do here. So I would like to go to my Navisworks, for example, for few more minutes. So I try to save this file. Okay, I try to open in Navisworks. Okay, still safe. Okay, it will try directly open to Navisworks. This will be benefit because when you have a product design manufacturing collection, normally the manufacturer or the maker, they rarely use this Navisworks Manage. If you want to create a factory layout, this will be the good things for you, because you are able to view your 3D model in Navisworks and then use this clash detective button. Okay, so what you need to do, so you need to open in Navisworks. It will directly open your file, so still loading, or you can open in AutoCAD, but this one is only available if you use AutoCAD Mechanical or AutoCAD Architecture. Okay, so if you want to access this file, okay, this button, you need to have AutoCAD Mechanical or Architecture. So that's how it works here. So let me go back to my Navisworks. Is that done? Still loading. Yep, already done. Okay, so I believe that Inventor can do interference check, but that one is not really good for a full big project. Okay, so because we need to look for object to object or body to body. So for here, if I already done with all these Navisworks things, this will be you need sometimes to load for first time, normally for first time, because this one is they need to append one by one. Okay, they will have, if you have a lot of item inside, then it will take sometimes to load. Okay, but if you already done with your Inventor and Navisworks at the same time, so then this one is just need to load for new things only. So let me check this one. I have few items, so they need to have load all for this all item. Okay, I think almost done. So for here, when I want to view or want to check on my 3D modeling, so what can I do? So normally I will do something like this. Okay, depends on your Navisworks setting. So I will go to this viewpoint, change to orthographic view. So later I will see something like this. So this will be my orthographic for my Navisworks. And then what normally I do, I will do this walk. Okay, using this people third person view. Okay, so this will be my first person view. Then use this one to do some walk. Okay, make sure you are zoom at the proper one. Okay, let me go to this pen again. Try to zoom a bit. Okay, in the proper view here, for example. Okay, then click walk again. So now I can just directly easily walk from Inventor to Navisworks. So that's how the workflow from Inventor software or from AutoCAD to Inventor, Inventor to Navisworks. Okay, so at least 3 software. So, but the factory things you need to download via here. So make sure that you download this first. So that will be the key point here. So that will be the things that I would like to share for today. Thanks for joining. So if you want to join more our free online lesson, don't forget to go to our website, acadsystem.com. Okay, then try to register a lot of things. So this one is a free online courses. This one we try to make it a lot of 10 minutes video, okay, that everyone able to watch on our YouTube later. Okay, so if you want to focus on the Revit, go to Revit and join. And for Plan 3D, can go to here. Okay, and don't forget to go to bottom side on the footer. So go to here, look for our YouTube channel and go click subscribe button. So that will be the things. I would like to have any question if there are any question. All right. Right, so selamat Hari Raya. Thank you so much everyone for joining our free online lesson. So later we will see, we will meet again for next topic. So see you and bye-bye.